People don't fail because they don't want it enough. They fail because their attention is a battlefield and they don't know how to end the war. In the last video, we talked about clarity, how knowing what you really want is the foundation of a fulfilling life. But clarity alone won't change your life. To make clarity real, you need to learn to focus your attention in a clean and consistent way. And that's where most people break down. Your attention is the single most powerful asset you have. Wherever your attention goes most often, your life follows. Not instantly, not magically, but inevitably. Attention is not passive. Attention is creative, directive. The problem isn't that your attention is weak, it's that your attention is hijacked. There was a period in my life where I was consuming hours of fear-based media every single day. Catastrophic thinking, hidden invisible enemies, the world ending next Tuesday. I called it research, but really, it was a well-engineered hijacking of my attention. My mind was filled with worst-case scenarios. My attention was glued to threats, almost, if not all of them, imaginary. When your attention is scattered across fear-based stories, your nervous system stays in perpetual threat mode. You don't drink because you're weak. You drink because your system is trying to regulate itself. Alcohol became, for me, the quickest way to quiet the noise. Not because I was broken, but because my attention was fragmented. Attention hygiene is the skill of keeping your attention clean enough to actually move forward toward what you want. Here's what that looks like. Number one, know what you want. This is the most important thing. Without it, you are lost at sea. You need a bearing, a direction. Then you can actually start moving toward fulfillment. But you will almost certainly encounter turbulence, something that blocks or pulls your attention away from your aim. This is interference. Interference is usually just a belief, a thought you've never questioned, a story you inherited or created when you were a child working with limited resources. Clearing interference isn't about positive thinking. It's about seeing a belief for what it is, just a belief, and then it loses its gravity. Once interference dissolves, your attention naturally returns to your aim. When your attention stays with what you want, your nervous system stabilizes, your actions simplify, and your life moves in that direction. The real turning point for me wasn't when I stopped drinking. It was when I stopped giving my attention to disempowering narratives and started focusing on the life I actually want to live. When I realized my attention was feeding the exact experiences I was trying to escape, I changed where my attention was going, and my life began to change immediately. Here are 4 signs your attention is compromised. 1. You struggle to maintain your focus on what you want. This means interference is currently more coherent than your clarity about what you want. 2. You feel pulled in a dozen different directions. This means your attention is being hijacked. 3. You procrastinate even on things you actually care about. And this usually means you've got some identity-based limiting beliefs, probably something about worth, not being good enough, or not working hard enough. 4. You reach for alcohol or any other crutch anytime your thoughts get chaotic. This means you're trying to regulate a fractured attention field. None of these give very good results. But when you clean up your attention, something wonderful happens. The noise goes away. You stop fighting yourself. You stop getting derailed by old fearful stories. You take action without forcing it. You develop trust in yourself and your life. You naturally move toward your desires. Your nervous system develops calm and coherence, and your vitality grows. Attention hygiene is how clarity becomes power. Once clarity is in place and your attention is clear of interference enough to stay with what you want, the next step is embodying it. Coherence in action is where everything becomes real. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need to get motivated. When you're coherent, Action becomes natural. It becomes obvious and easy. And that's what we'll talk about in the next video. Coherence in action. If you want my help identifying and clearing the interference that's been blocking what you want, you can book a clarity call with me. We'll talk through what matters to you, what's been in the way of that, and how to get you where you want to be. And if you want to get started right away, the Vital Catalyst protocol will help you get clear and start stabilizing your attention immediately. Both are free. Links are in the description and on my profile. Take care. Blessings.